Hello. Okay, today is my 29th birthday. I'm getting old. I have a year left of my 20s. I have a hair in my sight. Hey. So today I thought I would sit down and film a look that I would wear if I was actually able to go anywhere and do anything this year. Sucks for everyone. But I feel like it particularly sucks on like a special event, like your birthday, a christening, a wedding, something that's like was supposed to happen anyway, but it's like a social event that you can't do now. I feel like then, like, not on like a dramatic level, like people dying or anything, but like on a personal level, it just sucks like that little bit more when like it's your birthday, Christmas is coming up, things like that. I think it's just it cuts a little deeper. So I wanted to feel good and I thought I would paint my face. And this is the perfect look that this is the kind of thing I would wear if I was going for a meal out or something like that for my birthday. Something not too soft but not too dramatic, that kind of perfect in between. So I'm going to show you how to do this. If you haven't already, please click that subscribe button. I'm going to count each and every single one of them today as a happy birthday present, and every thumbs up as a happy birthday to me from you, like a little birthday card. Yeah, if you want to see how I did this, keep on watching. So today we are playing with my Mitchell Feet on the Ground palette again. I've loved this. This is the only palette I've touched since I got this palette. So I'm going to start off with this P. Louise base. This is in the shade Pretentious Peach. This, by the way, is the most beautiful liquid blush ever. A little goes a very, very long way though, so be warned. I have popped a little bit on a palette and I'm using a Luxie 121 mini tapered brush, and I'm literally like picking up the tiniest amount and then like working it into the brush on the palette, which is another reason I love palettes. Like, I have a few different palettes. If you don't want to get anything fancy like this, which this one was like £4, £5 from Titmouse, you can get just like a plain glass coaster. That'll work. Or like, you know, the candle holders, the plain glass like dish ones, they'll work. I'm going to take this little brush and I'm going to sketch out my shape. I have already put P. Louise base down, but I've not put it through my crease. I've put it on my lid and then above, but not through my actual crease itself. With this, I'm going to create the shape that I want. And I'm working with it almost like it's a powdered eyeshadow. I'm just blending it on and buffing it out slowly. Really light pressure. I'm not using this to like draw the shape. I'm working it in and creating that shape like you would with an eyeshadow. I work with neutrals very differently to how I work with my colours. If you want to see how I work with like bright colours, check out other videos where I'm clearly wearing a lot of like bright neons or whatever. Even the like another video with this same palette where I've gone out with my purples and stuff and my greens, you'll see I work very, very differently. Neutrals, I work light to dark. With colours, I work dark to light. I am using my Morphe M441 and I am going in with the shade Chameleon, which is right here, and I'm just going to dust this right on over where I put that base, and I'm going to start to blend this up and out. I'm going right, not on the base but above the base, and I'm just wanting this to be like a wash of colour, not very like it is a pigmented shadow, but I don't want it to be too pigmented. I'm going in with a very small amount, and I'm just blending that. I'm then going in with Ground, same brush, and the same again, just slightly lower than the previous shade. And I'm making sure to wing it out. I'm not being too precise. I don't care how far this goes. Like I can bring it down to here. It doesn't matter because I'll clean up anyway. But I do want to make sure to wing it out. And then I'm going in with Clay Baby. Again, same brush. Just slightly lower again. Okay, I'm then swapping over to a Morphe M456 brush. I'm going to go in with Off-Roading, which is this beautiful brown shade. If you was to take cocoa powder and put it in like a pan and press it, this would be that. So again, I'm just going to take that brush. I'm going to sketch in my shape before I start to blend it out. Now this brush is smaller than my big fluffy brush, so it's going to compact the shadow into a smaller area and give you more pigmentation in that smaller compacted area. So I'm just blending that out now. And I'm making sure to keep all these shades above my crease. When I open my eyes, you can still see all those shades right above that crease. Then I'm going to go back to my M441 brush, that previous brush. And I'm going in with Breaking, super lightly. And I'm just going to dust over that edge where I just put the Off-Roading shade, just to make sure that that is fully blended and beautiful. Okay, so next I'm taking this BH Cosmetics brush. It just says number 2, there's not a name or anything. This came in a brush that I believe it was called like Beyond Eyes or Complete Eyes. I'll see if I can find a link to the set and pop it down below, but it is a tapered fluffy brush. If you see, I'm going to use this, and I'm going in with Ammo, the black shade. Now with this I'm just using the tip of the brush and the lightest pressure, and I'm going to like tickle the shade in. And I'm keeping this right on the outer corner. And you can see like I'm barely touching. I'm not winging it out yet. I'm just placing the shadow on the outer corner before I go any further. So just like that. Then I'm going to slowly start to bring that into the crease, just a touch. I'm not going all the way in, about a third. And then I'm going to go to the very outer corner of my eye and flick outwards. And I barely want any colour coming off here. And I'm kind of creating like a cheese wedge shape. And again, I don't care if my shadows come too far down because I'll clean it up. It's not a problem. I'm going to take that same brush with Off-Roading, and I'm going to go over the top of that and blend it further into my crease and further out into my wing. And again, I'm going very gently, really lightly. I'm then going in with Bored in the House, which I actually think is hilarious that it's called Shadow That. If you've spent any time on TikTok or you are on social media and you see those videos, you'll know exactly what it is. If not, then you are living under a rock, my friend. I'm going to take this, and again I'm taking this over the same area, just slightly further out to blend it out. And then Clear Baby. I'm going to go in with just a tiny bit more of off-roading, just to go between the darkest and the lightest shade. Just to really make sure that that blend is there. And you should have something like this. You can see it's over the crease and then it wings out, but the lid is pretty much clear of product. Okay, I'm going in with my PicsArt blank canvas and a PicsArt 7072 water treat my base brush is, and I'm going to create my cut crease. Now this is half cut crease. I'm going to take it quite high. I'm going to take it above my crease, and that's as much information as I can give you really. If you don't have these, you can use whatever you've got. Use concealer or something. I'm not a massive fan of using concealer on the eye. I do love these though. So to do my cut crease, I'm going to take the very tip of my brush, open my eye, and I'm going to start to sketch just above my natural crease. So that way I know before even closing my eye, I can look forward and I can see that that is above my crease, so that everything can be seen when I'm looking forward. Then I just tidy up that line and then fill it in. I like to curve the edge of my cut crease down. Don't ask me why, I just do. And then I'm just going to take my finger and just tap on the edge, and that'll just start to give it a really nice blend before I do anything. And then I like to tap over the lid as well, just to start to dry down that base. And then I'm going to go and pop Limeade with a Morphe M224. I'm going to pop that right on the top, and I like to pack this on, and then I'll go over and swipe later. I'm going to go back to the BH Cosmetics 2 tapered brush. I'm going to go in with Off-Roading, which is that cocoa shade, and I'm going to start to blend the darkest brown over into that shimmer shade, just really lightly, just tickling it over. There's only so much blending you can do between a matte and a shimmer, so don't expect it to be like perfect. I find personally when you're trying to blend like a matte and a shimmer together, it's best to kind of layer it, so you've got like your matte base and then add shimmer over the top, then going again with a little bit of matte and then a bit of shimmer until like really thin layers, until like they're almost translucent layers that end up being opaque and having that blend. I don't know if that makes that much sense to other people, but that I find is the best way to get a really nice blend between matte and shimmer, is just to go in really lightly between the two. So I'm just tickling this, and I love this brush because it is, the end is so tiny, you can get right into that crease. And I'm gonna tap into Clear Baby and blend that just a little bit more, and then Ground, and again just really lightly blend that. I'm then going in with this Morphe Jaclyn Hill GH37. It's a little stubby brush, and I'm going in with Mama's Garden, and I'm just gonna pop that right on over where those mattes and the shimmer meet. I'm just blending between the two, and because it is a slightly larger brush but it is compact, you're going to get a really nice dispersion of product while still getting pigmentation from the shimmer. And then, just like I said, layering. I'm going to take that brush, the BH Cosmetics one with no extra product, and I'm just going to tickle over the edge. And so in these areas I have shimmer, matte, shimmer, matte, shimmer. And that way it's just this beautiful blend. I'm gonna pop my palette away. I'm gonna take a damp cotton bud and just give it a quick clean up. Okay, I'm gonna do my base, pop some lashes on, and I will be back to finish the lower lash line. Okay guys, I feel good. Base is on, lips are done, eyes are so close to finished, I can barely stand it. I'm going in with my Jeffree Star Morphe JS13 brush. I don't know why I struggled. I use this brush literally every single day. I have like 10 of these brushes and I still forget what it's called. I'm going in with Off-Roading, and I'm just going to pop that on my lower lash line really close to my waterline. And something I like to do is just stop about here, just so that that inner corner is nice and open. It just, for me, I feel like it leaves your eye looking more awake, more wide, more open, just more aesthetically pleasing. I'm then going in with a Morphe M506 and Clear Baby, and I'm just going to blend that out. And I'm just joining that up to the outer edge. And then I'm taking another pencil brush. This is a Morphe M431 and Bless You, which is that champagne-y shimmer. And that is going right on my inner corner. This I feel would make the most beautiful highlight. Might have to try that one of these days. Today I'm wearing Beauty Bay Flash. It is incredible. The Beauty Bay highlighter formula is, oh my god, it's killing it. In fact, Beauty Bay's formula in general is just smashing everything out of the park. It is just incredible. I'm going to go in with a little bit of mascara on my lower lash line. This is the MAC, oh my god, what's it called? Like In Defense Extreme, I don't know. It's got a really, really long name. Okay, so this is the finished look. I love this look so much. I feel like this would be an amazing Christmas look. Like maybe Christmas Eve, like Christmas party kind of look. It's Christmassy without being too like Christmassy. It's like a Christmas tree on your eye. You got like the brown for the wood, the green for the leaves, the shimmer for the Christmas lights. I don't know. But yeah, that is the end of this video. Thank you for watching. If you haven't, please give this a thumbs up, subscribe, and leave me a comment down below. Today is my 29th birthday. So if you haven't, do it and I'll class each one as a personal happy birthday to me. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.